You are now listening to the Full Sport Press podcast, featuring hosts Jay Hove, Weezy, Jeff, and Coach Locke. Please enjoy the show.
I already blown up some stuff.
What's up, guys?
Man? First day of school, man. I'm already on blast with it, man.
Hey, yeah. What's up, Cam?
Chilling, dog.
How you doing, man? How your accuracy?
Whoa. I don't like the aggressive tone.
My bad. Wash in the building.
What's going on, my
brother?
guy?
We got you podding. Cameraman, what we looking like? Ready to rock? You guys ready to get it?
Where's the play button on here?
Yes, sir.
First and foremost, I see enter.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan, and this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am Jay Hove.
I'm Cam.
It's your boy S.Dot Wash.
S.Dot. Hey, listen, Jeff and Weezy's out on assignment. Shout out to the guys. They'll be back. We got, listen, Cam, you came back.
Yeah, man.
Cam coming back.
Back for the second time.
Back for the second time. How you feeling, dog?
Man, feeling great, man.
Good. We got my guy Wash, part of the Realville family. What's up, Wash?
What's going on, my guy?
Yeah.
Feeling good, man. Long time overdue.
Yeah, now finally got my guy in here for sure. Cameraman, how you doing, brother? 2 thumbs up. There we go, man. Episode 376. We're handing out the 2021 NBA Playoff Awards. FSP style.
Always FSP style.
You better damn know it, man.
Better damn believe it.
Man, let's kick it off, man. Before we do that, Wash, you are Realville affiliated. You have Cashmere and Cognac, new podcast coming up on the network featuring you and M Extra. Kind of give the people a little precursor of what's going on in that podcast, dog.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the introduction, man. It's going to be it's going to be a lifestyle podcast with myself and M Extra. He considers himself the minister of culture. I don't know about all that, but we'll let the people judge. But yeah, Cashmere and Cognac coming to you soon. Again, it'll be loosely based around lifestyle, music with an R&B backdrop. We're also going to talk about things you should wear from a seasonal standpoint. So we'll dip into fashion as well. So excited about it, man. Look out for it and tune in.
Oh, for sure, man. It's going to be great, man, for sure. Cam, best of the week. Starting with you. Let's kick it off.
CP getting to the finals. Easy call.
Yeah. Are you a fan of CP3?
I am.
Okay.
I am high on my list.
High on your list. Is he the best point guard of all time?
I got him 2, but if he gets a ring, right here.
2 of all time?
2 of all time. I got him 1 of all time without a ring.
But you know how I feel about some other people.
No ring.
2, but if he gets a ring, he's 1.
So who you have is right now, the pseudo number 1 right now?
Man, I really hate to say this.
Oh,
Isaiah Thomas, man.
Zeke, that's not bad.
Are we talking about the number 1 point guard of all time in the NBA? Or
that's
this decade?
All time.
Magic Johnson, maybe?
Nah. Transition wonder. Come on, man.
Nah, for sure. Yeah.
Transition
I'm here for this all day. You know I'm here for this all day.
Magic has defied odds on and off the court.
For
guys.
sure.
So
and that's true.
For something.
That's
got to count for something.
Yeah, a little bit.
Off the court don't got nothing
to
do
with
my
bit.
point guard.
Now, a little bit. If you did what Magic did,
that's cool.
He did what Magic did.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
that had nothing to do with my point guard ability.
That's a whole nother podcast. For sure.
Magic best series is at the 5. Just want everybody to know that. His best series.
We'll give him that. He was a point guard at the 5, though.
He definitely played point 5.
He was a center. He was a center point.
But he's trash, though.
Yeah, trash in the half court.
And you know what? Now it's all coming back to me. Okay. So
okay.
Yeah.
Jay,
I remember Jay's take on the whole Magic situation. So
it gets a little tricky.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
All right.
What you got best of the week, Wash?
My best of the week, I'm going to go opposite. I'm going to say Giannis. Giannis getting to the finals. Reason being, man, this is what he needs in his catalog, on his resume, I should say. He's got the 2 regular season MVPs, Defensive Player of the Year as well. So this is a good piece on his resume as well. Glad to see he's healthy. So Giannis for me.
Yeah, we're going to talk about a little bit of Giannis in the second half for sure.
Yeah.
My best of the week is 14-year-old Zayla Avant-Garde. The first African American to win the National Spelling Bee. She's also really good at basketball, plans on playing in the WNBA in the near future. So shout out to Black Excellence, man. Great seeing that, man. It was cool to see, for sure.
She looked like Cheryl Swoops out there.
And for sure, she could hoop. I saw her go behind the back. I said, man, she's a little bit of hot sauce with it. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Yeah, man.
For sure. Worst of the week, Wash, what you got? Go back to you.
Rachel Nichols. Oh, my goodness. Yeah,
we're gonna
Rachel
talk about
Nichols.
Ray.
Gonna get there.
And I like Rachel Nichols, I'll be honest, but going through this situation, she didn't handle it well. I mean, what was called off camera, I understand that, she was kind of with the diarrhea of the mouth,
Oh yeah,
but it wasn't a good look.
wasn't a good look. We're gonna talk about that in the first half for
Okay.
sure. What you got, Cam?
Trey Young getting hurt, man. It was on a good roll. I really thought they had a chance to get the Bucks out of there.
Yeah,
And bad wheel took him out.
that will.
And get you every time.
Yeah, no, for sure. My worst of the week is Diddy, man. Said when he was a kid, he woke up with 15 roaches on his face, man.
He said what now?
Yeah,
Oh,
he said
yeah.
as a kid, he woke up one time and he had 15
Oh
roaches on
yeah, I
his
saw
face.
that. So I think somebody in the comments asked him, why did he count them?
Yeah, what?
How'd you have
How
time
do you count
to?
them when you're asleep? You know what I'm saying? Just
that's-
pulling them
that's
off.
amazing.
Dude, one fly in your face will wake you up anyway. What was he on, Ambien?
Right.
As a kid.
Exactly.
You know, some melatonin? Like, come on,
Yeah,
man.
man.
I understand
Shout out to
being
melatonin,
yeah,
though,
not for
man.
melatonin.
Goodness.
Yeah, they get you going. But I understand
Get you
being
out of there.
inspirational. But come on, man. Puff, man, that's
cap.
that's that's
Gotta
what
be.
it is.
It better be.
It better
You're right.
better be.
Yeah.
Hey, where the hell? Come on, man.
Where were they sleeping?
Hey, nah, hey, listen, people come from different
Nah,
backgrounds, man.
listen. Puff,
Yeah, Puff. I thought Puff kind of came. I know it's single mother household,
Yeah,
but
but I
wasn't it
thought
like a hustler's
yeah.
background
Yeah,
type of situation?
listen, come on,
Yeah, we
Puff.
got Puff might be cap. That might be
Yeah, I
all
don't know-
cap.
Yeah, I don't know if Puff grew up in the
Yeah.
in the projects like the PJs like that.
But for motivational purposes only. I think that's what that was
Yeah,
for
man.
sure. Let's get to it. So check us out on iTunes, Facebook, IG, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course the SoundCloud page. To catch up on full archive of past episodes of FSP, simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. While you're there, don't forget to support the Realville Family Patreon page. It features Full Sport Press, On Deck TV, fresher than your average, and much, much more. Episodes are up. Support the team. Support the real. Now, tweet us with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend
To tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
that the revolution will be podcasted. And before we start with the first half, Cam, you have a yellow box of Cheerios award recipient for the listeners.
I do. This week we have the Texans defensive end Vincent Taylor and his ex-girlfriend, Kiana Carter.
That's right.
Ex-girlfriend.
For sure, X. Yeah, breakups, man. Always hard, man. Adding to the fact that you're a celebrity or backup defensive end makes the breakup a lot messier. Just as Texans defensive end Vincent Taylor, him and his girlfriend Kiana are currently going through a very bad breakup. There's a word what exactly caused the breakup, but it caused a stir as Carter shared messages and she was threatening to show their homemade sex tape online. And then Vincent Taylor
Goodness.
responded back and said, "Oh, I got one too. If we leaking, we leaking." End quote. well, and she says that she'll call a lawyer and responds. Well, he says revenge porn. I'm just doing what you were doing. End quote. Guys, and Sean is a married man, so we'll kick this to Cam. Cam, in certain situations, just make sure, man. You got to make sure things are in the clear. Like no revenge porn, none of that stuff. It's not cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep them for yourself.
Right. So is it that revenge to the revenge porn?
That's what
That's the double revenge.
dude. That's what my man's Vincent Taylor was saying.
So I mean, I ain't saying two wrongs make a right, but
Right.
It's a catch-22 is what you're saying.
that's what I'm saying.
Exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
For sure. We'll get Weezy to send that to. Who do you send that to? Do you send it to Vincent or do you send it to Kiana? Or both?
I'm gonna say Vincent because Vincent is the backup defensive end.
Yeah. For sure. Do we even have his face on Madden?
Never seen him before.
Yeah, I don't even know who Vincent is. For sure. Most definitely. We have Manscaped. I haven't asked you guys, on a podcast with a bunch of people listen to, but let's talk about the Manscaped world. What we do is with Manscaped, you got to take care of the unmentionables, especially when it's warm out. Do you have a routine, Cam, that you go through with your manscaping for the summertime?
Try to keep it cut like a haircut, man. Every 2 weeks. Though.
Every 2 weeks with it.
All right, cool. Wash is a Manscaped. He's Team Manscaped. He has all of the items. Wash, do you have a favorite item that you use at Manscaped?
Man, my favorite item so far is a nose trim. That's the one I use the most. So,
For sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I like all the products, but that's my favorite one.
No, for sure. Manscaped, man, it's the best in under the waist or below the waist grooming, man. Cam, we got to get you some stuff so when you come back, you can report back to see how the Manscaped items are treating
Got you.
downstairs. him downstairs for sure. Don't forget to go to manscaped.com, get 20% free shipping using code FSP20. Just make sure when you use that FSP20 that you can give us a shout out on Instagram, and your balls will definitely thank you guys. Most
sure.
definitely. You guys ready to get started? The first half.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
The first half is underway.
First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am Jay Hope.
I'm Cam.
I'm Sean Wash.
For sure. Wash, where can they find you on social media, my brother?
On socials, you can find me at it's just Sean D as in David Washington. Kept it simple.
For sure, most definitely.
Oh, and that Sean is SEAN.
Yeah.
D as in David Washington.
The only way, right?
Only way.
That's the only way.
Yeah,
Most
man.
definitely. Most definitely.
Yeah, Mama did me right.
Yeah, nah, for sure. She took care of you. Cam, what about you, dog?
Hey, man, same thing. Cam, 2 underscores I, 2 underscores am. It's
Whoa.
not complicated.
Yes, it is.
Goodness.
No, it's not.
That's a lot.
No, it's not.
For sure.
2
This is-
underscores and
whoa.
then another 2 underscores.
Listen, if we really want to keep it a buck, how many letters and underscores is it? Like, I mean, it's the same
2
characters over
2
and
is
over.
a lot, though,
That's the
bro.
same characters. It's cool.
That's a lot,
All right,
bro.
it's cool. I got you.
Have you thought about Nah, it's another Cam I am, man.
Exactly. So what I'm supposed to do? Smoke them out? Like, it is what it is. I got to run with what I got.
For sure. We got to get Weezy to pay for you to get that out of there.
Here we go.
Because everything paid for with Weezy, for sure. And I'm J Ho on Instagram and Twitter, man. Find me on Twitter. Let's have a conversation about Devin Booker, for sure. Let's kick the first half off with some beef, man. The New York Times published leaked audio that Wash was talking about earlier from a private conversation with Rachel Nichols she had a year before the NBA Finals, in which she suggested that Maria Taylor, her colleague, will replace Nichols as host of the network's NBA Finals pregame show because ESPN was feeling pressure to, and I quote, diversify its broadcasting. Now, Rachel Nichols has her long-time running afternoon TV show, The Jump, one of my favorite shows that comes on ESPN Monday afternoon, and she gave a brief, and I say brief, very brief apology. If Nichols' apology was supposed to quell the swirling controversy, it did not do that. It did the exact opposite. They replaced her with Malika Andrews for the 2021 NBA Finals. She was seen interviewing Chris Paul with a somber voice last night during the finals. The question I have for you guys is ESPN in trouble with diversity, Wash?
Yes and no. Yes and no. And I'll tell you why. They're in trouble because it's even more out there that they have an issue with diversity. So, that's the obvious. And no, because I think Maria Taylor is so likable. And of course they're gonna give it a bag. I think she's up for like $3 million per year.
Yeah.
So and again, she's so likable that I think they'll retain her. And she'll be the look they're looking for.
True. What you got, Cam?
I do believe they have an issue with diversity. I don't think this is the reason or the cause for us to be in uproar. It's been a problem for a couple of years now.
Mm-hmm.
I think right now, the leaked audio sounds bad, and the timing of it definitely with it being the finals of this year compared to last year. But yeah, they've had an ongoing issue that needs to be resolved.
Nah, for sure. It's corporate America, man. Everybody works in corporate America. Everybody here works. So many people of color, we face those things that we saw that Maria and also Rachel Nichols were going through every day of our lives. What people are saying in those private conversations, that's what we worry about when they're comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Racism is going to be anyway. We can't do anything about that. But how many of these tapes have to be leaked for people to kind of see, like, we probably need to make some changes somewhere. Now, like you guys both mentioned, ESPN is doing damage control. You have to say, hey, $3 million. Hey, we're giving her $3 million. What else do you want us to do? And both are represented by CAA Sports. So the problem is ESPN, man. They're going to have to fire the old guards, get in some new people, because the all black talent, man. I think they'll probably go elsewhere and find in the situation where ESPN is going to be kind of looking like baseball is right now, and just kind of washed in a way, for sure.
Yeah, just to add a little bit to that, though, here's another issue I'm taking with it is some people out there don't quite understand what the issue is or what Rachel Nichols said. So it's like, well, she didn't say verbatim, but it's like you have to understand Rachel Nichols has been out there acting like she's for the cause, whereas here we see now that she's for the cause unless it affects her.
Come on.
So that's really where the issue lies, because I've seen some people come to her defense. You've got Steven Jackson and Big Perk was overly apologetic, along with Richard Jefferson. So it's just like, come on, guys. I mean, we know what it is.
I don't like how they showed Richard Jefferson and Perk there just coming to her aid like that. I thought it looked a little
awkward.
weird. Yeah,
A little awkward for
it
you.
looked
They had the capes
uncomfortable.
on.
Yeah,
for sure.
and they did. They took care of it. And here's the thing: I love Rachel Nichols, one of my favorite ESPN anchors, but
It's just a disappointment.
it was just more disappointing than anything.
sure.
Yeah, that's a fact.
With all that being said, I do want to say, whoever snitched, that's not cool. Leaking tapes, that's not okay.
Dude, and they're saying,
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
say
they're
it,
saying
say it.
that Maria Taylor's people did this, CAA did this to get more leverage for her negotiations, and it's looking like it's working.
It's funny because, man, if you remember, and not that I remembered this, but somebody released her little short interview. Maria Taylor did like a short speech last year talking about, she's happy where she is, and even if you don't believe that she deserved the job and everything, didn't name any names, but if you Google that, man, it looks like now that was a direct response to this leaked video. I think she got it when it happened back then and just held on to it.
It gets a little tricky. And
It gets
Jamel,
tricky.
and
I'm
Jamel
not
Hill-
mad at her for doing it.
Oh no,
I mean,
no,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
you got to do it.
And we saw Jamel Hill speaking on it as well. She was like, we see people. I ain't gonna get off on what Jamel said because it goes another way.
Yeah, it's
the whole-
deeper than rap.
Let's
man.
just
Oh, Jamil.
let's just move on to the World Games. Man.
Agent of Chaos.
For sure. Tokyo declared a state of emergency ahead of the Olympic Games, which start in 2 weeks. Now, organizers of the Olympics have agreed in principle that the spectators will not be prohibited from the Tokyo venues. Japan has so far avoided some of the most severe impacts of the pandemic, but only around 15% of the population is vaccinated. It's a terrible number.
Dang.
Should the Olympics proceed in a bubble camp? What you think?
I don't know if the Olympics should proceed. Listen, 15% vaccinated population. That's not good. That's a low number. When you add that to the fact that the Delta variant, shout out to the Deltas, but that variant is that variant is mean. I don't know if it's something that's worth it at this time because at the end of the day, it's called the Olympic Games. It is a game. That's it.
Yeah, for sure. What you got, Wash?
Man, 15%. I didn't realize it was that low. I don't think they should have the Olympics at all in Tokyo. knowing that. But in any event, they are going to have it. But I just feel like, man, I feel sorry for the athletes now. Yeah. Because they're literally putting themselves at danger.
Yeah, for sure. They said Shaqiri put a voodoo witchcraft situation on that.
No comment.
Yeah, so. But the thing is, fans make the atmosphere of any Olympics, just outdoor track and field, swimming, it's going to be different, man. The absence of those fans will make it a little bit more crucial to kind of figure out the sound elements. I don't know how you add in, like how the NBA with the bubble, they added that weird crowd noise. It was weird. That was trash. But
so are they going to do that, you think, for the Olympics?
They're going to have to. Yeah, because nobody's going to be there.
Yeah, can't play in silence.
For sure.
Hear too much.
It's going to become a little bit more important for people to be mic'd, from coaches to boom mics being close.
Sheesh.
That's really going to be key because the optics of the Olympics is to kind of hear what's going on. A shot going off there to start the race, that's going to ring off. It's not going to be, I don't know, man. I think that this happened 6 months prior, I think they canceled the Olympics. It's just too much already done now.
That's a whole lot. I mean, I wonder how they're going to do the, how they always do the big intros
It's true.
with the countries and everything.
Probably not. It's probably going to be mild sauce.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to pass the torch when you don't want people going hand to hand.
Right.
Yeah,
My mom loved watching the
That's the cool
intro.
part,
That's
man.
the cool part. Yeah, and they always
that's
do
the cool
something
part, for
cool.
sure.
Yeah, they put in so much. I remember one year it was in Beijing, I think, and they spent like $25 million bucks just on the intro.
Beijing showed out.
Yeah, they went crazy for sure. Boy, Jeff left in a good week for this one. Weezy too. Before we get started with halftime, let's talk about the 4th of July. On the 4th of July, the Glizzy King himself, Joey Chestnut, set a new world record by eating 76 hot dogs in 10 minutes. That's a lot. He continues to show that nobody can touch him in this event, as he's won this contest in 14 of the last 15 years. Now, Tiana Trump is known as one of the greatest porn stars of all time, allegedly. Now, she is indeed the Glizzy Queen. Tiana, this is going to tread lightly. Tiana is interested in competing against Joey Chestnut in a hot dog eating contest, listeners. Tiana ended up talking on Twitter, saying that she simply can take down Chestnut in a very highly competitive event. She went in to say, as far as she, and I quote, knows that she can make this happen. 76 glizzies in 10 minutes. The question I have for you guys, we'll start with you, Wash. should Triller make this happen on pay-per-view?
Well, absolutely, man. Money talks, so we know how it is, man. From an entertainment perspective, they should definitely do it. It's only going to bring more viewers to their platform than they have now. So, absolutely, why not?
Great, that's a great answer, Wash. What you got, Cam? I can ask you a question or two.
All right, here we go.
Do you know who Tiana Trump is? Are you familiar with her work?
I've seen a performance.
Seen a performance, yeah, for sure.
Time or two.
Yeah, voice trembled a little bit there.
Do you think she can take down 76 glizzies in 10 minutes?
Based on past performances, man, I'm not gonna bet against her. What's the over?
Hey, listen, this is the thing. Joey Chestnut, he soaks the dogs in water as he consumes them.
I don't think she needs to soak them. I think she's got that down.
Why? No soak. Huh?
I think she can handle that.
I think.
No soak. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. The Glizzy Queen, man. Listen, I think she would be a viable competitor against Chestnut, and I think it would be great to see that prior to the next fight, Jake Paul or somebody's in.
For sure.
You putting your money on Tiana Trump?
I'm putting my money on Tiana Trump, and I'm paying my money to watch.
More importantly, huh? More importantly.
Yeah, man.
No secret links for you, sir.
No, watch
sure.
party
You
at the
paying, you ain't going to Twitter. You paying the 49. That's what you
for
saying.
sure. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. That would be something to see.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Once in a lifetime.
That is once in a lifetime. You guys ready to get started with halftime?
Let's do it.
Let's get it, man. That was a touchy subject right there.
We're at the midway point. Please enjoy all of the halftime festivities.
Halftime, in case you missed it. Coach Locke is back with another edition. In case you missed it. You guys ready?
Yep.
Let's get it.
Fellas, back with another one. In case you missed it, Jalen Lewis becomes the youngest player to sign a pro basketball contract by joining Overtime Elite. Jalen Lewis, a 16-year-old five-star recruit and junior in high school, has reportedly signed a multi-year deal worth $1 million. Lewis is a 6'8", 215-pound center for Bishop O'Dowd High in Oakland, California. He is ranked 12th overall in the class of 2023 by the 24/7 Sports Composite ranking and 6th overall by Rivals 150 prospect rankings. Now, ESPN has him at number 2. Now, what is Overtime Elite, you ask? It is a league backed by sports media company Overtime that promises high school athletes at least $100,000 annually to play in the league. They will also receive health and disability insurance. Now, those who don't turn pro will have up to $100,000 of college tuition covered. Now, there is one drawback of players that sign with this league, though. They forfeit their ability to play high school or college basketball. Now, Lewis isn't the only player cashing in with this league. Twin brothers Matt and Ryan Bewley recently signed 2-year deals with the league in May, each worth $500,000 per year, making them the first prep underclassmen to sign contracts with an American Basketball League. So my question for you guys is it a good thing that Jalen is signing this deal and giving up his eligibility for high school and college sports at 16 years old? Or should he waited it out, going to college, and made money off his name? We know they monetized that. We just gave you guys that episode. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. It's your man, Coach Locke, checking out.
And we are back, man. Jalen Lewis going to the Overtime League for $1 million. Overtime Elite at that. Is this a good thing for him to sign at 16 years old, Cam?
I'm not feeling it, man. Not with the new NLI rules for college basketball. You can still make some money, man. You can get your check and still be able to play in front of everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many people are even familiar with the Overtime League at this point. I know it's kind of an upstart, but I don't believe in taking risks like that when it can ruin your future.
Most definitely. Yeah. So you're not risk taker is what you're saying?
Not in that.
Calculated risk.
Yeah, calculated risk. Not $1 million risk. No, sir.
Heard you.
Yes, sir.
I got you. What about you, Wash?
Hey, man, absolutely take it. $1 million at 16. I mean, why walk away from that money? He can go to the Army at 18 and get, nothing basically. So that's the way I look at it. And in turn, it is a gamble. I agree with you, Cam. But at the same time, no, bet on yourself, and hey, keep the faith. Everything will be all right.
Yeah. If you kind of look at some of the bigger names over the last 10 to 15 years in high school basketball, I would say the bigger names, some have excelled. You got your Zions, you got the Ball family. Then there's cautionary tales like Seventh Woods. And I think, he peaked at 15. So Seventh Woods didn't get $1 million. If Seventh Woods is playing basketball right now, he would be able to go to the overtime league. He'll be a millionaire. And then he'll go overseas and do what he's doing at 23 right now. So if you don't believe in yourself, then in turn, you can't do anything. So I think it's a calculated risk, but it's a risk that probably needs to be taken if, per se, say if you're a smaller guard, like a Kill Carr, somebody like that, you're not going to the NBA.
Right.
So in turn, you go get that $1 million.
Exactly. If I have a chance to play in the NBA, I don't know if I'm not jeopardizing. Again, and we don't even know how this league is ran. It's too many questionables.
True.
Not for me to go first year. Now, if this had been something that was established, players going to G League route, I don't see an issue with that. But the overtime league,
Overtime league sounds sketchy.
Oh, man.
For sure. But it's got a big backer, though. It's got KD, so.
Yeah, and I guess here's my question. If he signs with this league at 16, gets $1 million, when he's 19, can he enter the draft, NBA draft?
Yeah. You have to be a year out of his high school.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, he can still do it.
Yeah.
But the thing is the risk, though, man.
And it stops him from playing any kind of NCAA basketball, which I think that is what I'm getting at. Yeah. If you can play the NCAA now and get paid, what is the benefit of not doing it?
Yeah, there's no reason to even think about going and cashing out because you can cash out for a year and a half, 2 years. I can't wait to see what they say Chet gets.
I just saw a kid here in Nashville. Hersey Miller.
Yeah.
$2 million deal.
$2 million deal.
Tennessee State.
Hey.
Yeah, man, if you can get that at TSU, why would I need to take it and ruin my college future?
Yeah, not for sure. And the thing is,
it's Master P son, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the thing, too, though. We've all experienced college, the greatest times of our lives. I don't think kids really realize what they're missing out on.
Not at all.
Nah, for sure. I wouldn't give up college. Watch, and then I promise you we out. If you could do college again, would you do it right now?
Yeah, I would.
Oh, 100%.
I would, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Watch,
Look at
that smile. Down memory lane.
Watch, not just that. Me and you both played college basketball. You really would give up on that experience? Think about it.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't.
What I'm saying?
You doing it again
tomorrow.
They said, let me get the top part of that pinky. Can they have it?
It's what you need to do,
what you need, huh?
Yeah, no, for sure. You guys ready to get started with the second half?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
The second half is underway.
Second half, the 2021 NBA Playoffs Award Show, episode 376. Before we get started, I am Jay Hove.
I'm Cam.
This is your boy S.Dot Wash.
Wash, man, award exists for two reasons, man. For basketball fans to engage in month-long debates and a way to have some historical document of a season. Now, in 50 years, we'll look back at these playoffs and remember the championship team, Phoenix Suns, and look up the finals MVP. We'll talk about that, and that'll be it for sure. Now, these amazing individual performances of the early rounds and the chess matches between coaches, the signature games which define careers, those will become footnotes. Damn, footnotes. But what if they weren't? What if we can hand out awards for the regular season? Why can't we do it for the playoff, guys? We are here, episode 376, to hand out the NBA Playoff Awards. The first award, can we have the most disappointing playoff performance from an all-star? What is that?
I would say that's a star from a team that did not show up for the 2021 NBA playoffs.
That's it. No, I'm 100% for sure. And Watch, who do you have as your selection for this award?
It pains me to say this because I'm a big fan of this guy, Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons. The reason why is because, it's just inexcusable that the guy just refused to shoot the ball. So, and again, I like Ben Simmons. I think he's going to be a superstar one day. But just him just refusing to even put the ball in the basket, being 1 foot away from it, that's just inexcusable, man. So, yeah, he was my most disappointing performance.
Is that mental?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so because days later they released his summer league footage from last summer. Not summer league, but like summer practices.
Yeah,
and he was going off from 30 feet out.
Yeah.
Shooting everything in sight, right hand, left hand,
shooting with the wrong
layups.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's all mental because he can definitely do it.
Yeah, and you're a lefty, right? So
yeah.
Do you think like people that are lefties which are right hand dominant. Vincent is clear as right hand dominant. Do you think he should switch hands?
I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't. He should stick to his left hand because
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he excels at. There's no need to change it. How old is he now?
25?
25?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, man.
Yeah,
Go on
no.
and cook with that southpaw.
Cook with the left for sure. What you got, Ken?
I got another southpaw,
Okay.
Julius Randle.
Sure.
Oh man,
That's a good one.
he let Nas down, and everybody else in New York too.
Yeah, for sure.
Julius, man, 24 in the regular season, 18 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's first round. That's nasty.
Nah, for sure. It was a nasty performance. I have Drew as well. This was the biggest difference between that 7-game series. It would when I think the Knicks can actually win that if Julius Randle averaged the 30 that he averaged in the regular season. He averaged 30 and 10 against the Hawks in the regular season. Dog.
Yeah, he
Killed
did.
the Hawks.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
man.
did.
He owned the Hawks.
Yeah, no, it was the worst shooting performance from a player in the shot clock era with at least 50 field goals attempted, man. It's just, he cooked them in the regular season, and Nate made an adjustment, and dog, he figured it out, man. He literally showed the New York Knicks organization that he is indeed not Batman. They have to find another guy to come in and help out Drew because, man, he let us down. For
Yeah,
sure.
and he actually let all southpaws down too because I mean he made it look like he could do nothing but go left.
Yeah.
So it's just like, come on, man. I mean,
That
you're an
is all
NBA
you
pro.
can do.
So
It's tough for lefties, man.
no, it's not.
It's
Go
tough.
ahead.
It's tough.
That's very
It's
disrespectful.
tough for
Why?
him. Listen though, have you noticed that most lefties are one-way tickets?
Here we
though?
go. Oh, man, here
Have
we
you
go.
seen that though?
Hey, I'm quiet. I'm
Okay.
quiet. I know some
Here we
lefties that can go.
There's some lefties, man. They going left.
Oh, and you know what? Growing up, I used to get that a lot,
Yeah.
right? So here's my answer to that.
Okay.
Stop me from going left.
Ooh.
If you're defending me
Now we talking.
and you can't stop me from going left, I'm going to go left.
Okay.
Hey, there
Just
it
like
is.
if I'm guarding you and you're a right-handed
Yeah.
guy, you're gonna go right
Yeah.
until I make you choose otherwise.
For
so
sure. So stop.
it's really stop me. That's
I
what
like
I
Guard
that
said.
up. I love it.
I like that, Wash. All right. The next award is the best clutch playoff performer. What's that, Cam?
A player that showed up in clutch situations throughout the 2021 playoffs.
For sure, man. Who is your selection and why, Cam? We'll go with you.
Man, I got Kevin Durant.
For sure.
I know a lot of people will have a little issue with that because of the way that series ended, but prior to overtime, he had every shot, made every play he was supposed to. He kept him in it. Man, just they were outgunned, outmatched. Joe Harris he also let New York down.
Yeah, for sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure you're gonna
Man.
talk about him. Yeah. I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. What you got, Wash?
Man, for this one, CP3.
Yeah.
CP3, man, that guy, 16 years in, and he's had. We all know the story. He's had some hardships in the past with injuries and such, but this go around, man, I just feel like he made every big shot that needed to be made, even if the opposing team made a run.
Yeah.
He shut it down with a big shot, nice defensive play, assist, just all over the place. So yeah, he's my best clutch performer.
For sure. I would have had Trey Young with this if it weren't for the injuries. I think he did a lot throughout the playoffs. But then he had so many games. He was 7 for 21. It was tough. So I stuck with KD as well, man. He couldn't give him more than what he did in the Eastern Conference semis. Played all minutes in Game 5, scored 49, followed that up with a 48-point game in Game 7, playing all 53
What else
minutes.
can you ask for?
Dude, an elite player. And we were questioning because he was coming off an Achilles injury. We haven't seen really people come back 100%. He came back 110, man.
Gang.
Yeah, that was Achilles gang for sure. Black. The questions were answered, man, for sure. He's the best player in the NBA right now.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Facto.
Who are we talking about now?
Yeah, we're talking about Kevin Durant.
Durant.
I can't call KD the best player until he plays more than 30 games in a regular season. How about that?
Yeah,
Fresh legs.
Fresh
played
legs.
When he
30
plays.
games in a regular season.
Yeah. Only
So
thing
he's ready to rock and roll in the postseason. Is he a great player? For sure.
for
but
sure.
Oh yeah.
I got to see him play at least 50 games. I mean, come
He
on.
does that. He plays.
He only played 30 games.
Shortened season. 72.
Short season, yeah. I get what you're saying.
72.
Only thing that pissed me off about KD, he stay in those Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows. He loves
Doesn't
those.
he though,
Jordan
man?
one
Him,
lows.
dog.
Yeah,
Switch him
yeah.
up a little bit.
Nah,
I
nah,
was
this
gonna
is his thing, man.
But
Hey,
I-
Jay.
hey,
You know what's funny? I saw a picture of KD because they're in Tokyo now.
yeah.
He was eyeing who was that he was walking with? He was jogging with the head on their feet, and he had head on the Travis one lows.
Yeah.
I can't think of the player. It had to be Bradley Beal or Tatum, one of
Yeah.
those two.
Yeah, for sure.
The
Switch
picture
those
was
up, man.
hilarious.
Yeah,
You gotta
Nike
switch to the skin
athlete,
game.
dude. Yeah, KD. Switch them up, man.
Where your own shoe?
Yeah, where you? Come on, man.
Come
He
in.
got some classics too.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next award. Is the worst clutch playoff performer. What's that, Ken?
That's a player that did not show up in clutch situations throughout the 2021 playoffs.
Sure, man. What we got? Wash, who you got?
Man, this one was a little tricky for me. Man, I'm gonna go PG-13, man. I'm gonna go PG-13. The reason why is numbers look good. Don't get me wrong. He filled up the stat sheet. So if you're just looking at that, then you think that he really played well and he gave his all and put the team on his back. But when you're watching the film, the eye test, it showed me that he missed some very important free throws. And when it came down to clutch shots, he's hitting the side of the goal and just all types of stuff. So defensive lapses. So yeah, man, it's my worst.
Yeah. What about his braids?
Braids are super trash.
Trash.
I mean, is that exhibit? Or,
Yeah, no, for sure. It looks like a Tyler Perry.
Sick, boy.
Yeah, for sure. What you got, Cam?
We circling back to Brooklyn.
Yeah, for sure.
We back in Brooklyn.
I know you've been so mad at this kid. We'll go
Joe
ahead.
Harris, man.
Joe Harris.
Joe Harris got $80+ million to knock down open shots.
Yeah. Good
Hey
point.
man, you got one job, Chief. Knock him down.
What was he doing?
Missing everything.
He was missing
This man, KD getting double team, triple team. Just hit one.
You gotta make
Just
one.
hit
Make one.
man.
He wasn't making one.
Man,
Game 7.
couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. What were we doing? Come on, Joe.
Tulum.
Boy.
He's getting ready for
man.
Tulum.
Man, packed
For
him
sure.
up.
Yeah, I think it was game 7. It was one
16
particular
and
play.
5.
Ball was going everywhere. It ended up in his hands
Okay.
for a wide open.
Wide
three.
open. Yeah.
He missed it bad.
I missed it bad.
You hear his knees knocking through the TV.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
for sure. Speaking of Tulum, speaking of Cancun, this is Mr. Cancun for me. I have Kyle Kuzma, man. He's 25 years old, had a very disappointing 2021 postseason.
Yeah.
He had the opportunity to solidify himself as the number 3 player on that team. Anthony Davis gets sidelined. In fact, he put some of the worst numbers of his career up. He shot 29% from the field through the playoffs.
Goodness.
17% from 3. Dude, he averaged 7 points and 6 rebounds, dog. Come on,
That's
man.
bad.
That's terrible. He said in a post season interview, he said, man, if they use me the right way, I'll be a 25 point per game scorer. For sure. You can go do that. You can do that in New Zealand.
Right.
You can do that in China. He can.
Yeah,
He got
Shanghai.
40 in
China,
China.
Shanghai,
He
for
can do
sure.
that.
That's
Yeah, he can
easy.
do that in China. But he's not doing that in the NBA.
No, sir.
Kyle Kuzma will never average 25 points a game in the NBA. I don't give a damn if he plays for the Orlando Magic and he shoots 25 shots a game.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah,
Maybe he's
on
gonna
the
play
worst
Summer
team.
League this summer. That's what it was. He was talking about Summer League.
You talking about Summer League?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, for sure. It had to be
Better
because Kyle
Summer
Kuzma,
workouts on top of that.
Man,
Without counting it down for him.
Drew League.
Drew League.
Drew
That's
League.
what it is.
Pack him up.
We got him.
Pack his ass up.
Kuzma's tripping.
Yeah, Kuzma. That ain't your man. Nah, for sure.
No.
Nah,
Kuz
Kuz
ain't
ain't
the
no,
guy, man.
for sure. Let's move on to the next awards, the breakoff playoff performer. Who is that, Cam?
Players that have prior playoff experience and decide to actually show up this year for the 2021 playoffs.
Damn right. Let's kick it off with you, Cam. Who you got?
Man, I got Jason Tatum.
Hey.
I got Jason Tatum, man. Averaged 30 this year in the playoffs. No JB.
Nope.
Did what he did. Did what he could to keep them in that.
He did.
Hey, and had to guard on the other end,
Mm.
which a lot of people get the excuse of, just being able to play offense only. He had to guard because there was no free smoke on the other side.
No. Kemba
So,
Walker let him down, no.
Kemba Walker let him down.
We probably should have mentioned.
He's injured a little bit.
He is a little
banged
nah.
up.
He a little injured.
Don't shoot him no bell.
Little banged up. But you're right though. I mean, he let him
Everybody.
down from a standpoint of not being there. Because I mean, he did. I think he missed 3 games.
Yeah, he missed some games.
I know he missed 2.
And then
No,
you are a
Yeah,
LeBron
he was packing up his
fan.
house.
Yeah, he packing up his crib.
Yeah, getting ready to move.
Oh, yeah, because they got his ass out of there.
Yeah.
I've never seen a trade happen, right?
In the playoffs?
In the playoffs,
Yeah,
dog.
that's nuts.
They traded him in the playoffs,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
Well, you know they moved the
The moratorium,
data, right?
that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
This
moved
is
it up.
usually the time. Like a week ago, LeBron did sign with
Yeah,
the
man.
Cavs. Yeah.
Hey, man, hope Kimber like it on the West Coast. He'd be over there with somebody, but he wasn't playing with us.
He ain't playing with y'all?
No,
Okay.
no, sir.
Who you got, Wash?
Man, we talking breakout.
Yeah.
Breakout. Man. I'm gonna roll with Kevin Durant, man.
Okay.
And the reason being is because we've seen over the past 4 years, KD team up with guys, as Jeff would call it, super duper team.
Okay.
So it was good to see KD have to carry a squad. I hated to see Kyrie and James Harden be in the situation they were in, but at the same time, though, it was still refreshing to see KD put the guys on his back, so to speak. We gave him a 50-pointer, 49-point game.
49-50. Yeah,
Yeah,
48.
49. And
Yeah.
crazy stats, and they won the game.
Sure.
Just seeing him do everything on the floor. So that was definitely cool to see, man.
Sure.
It was a breakout year for him.
Yeah, it's my guy would say he dropped his nuts, man. He dropped his nuts. He did for sure, most definitely.
I don't know if he's the best in the game right now, but he did it.
He did it for sure.
He is,
My pick is Giannis Antetokounmpo, man. He's endured plenty of slings and arrows thrown his way over the past couple of years because they're prematurely being bounced from the playoffs, mainly due by bad coaching. They have a terrible coach.
True.
But when they needed Giannis to step up and he was aggressive, he's unstoppable, man. The Nets had no answer for him. The Phoenix Suns currently right now have no answer for him. In those moments, he is unstoppable, making that occasional, missed free throw. He got to figure out his free throws. But that's the thing about him, and we ragged on Ben Simmons at the early start of the second half. Dude, Giannis is still going and attacking.
Yeah,
Ben just totally gave up the ball, man. I don't think Giannis has that in him. He's going to attack. So give me Giannis Antetokounmpo for my breakout playoff performer. Finally deciding to show up for sure. All right, let's move on to defensive player of the playoffs. What's that, Cam?
a player that showed up on defense throughout the 2021 NBA playoffs.
Okay, Wash, who you got?
Drew Holiday.
Straps.
Drew Holiday, man. I think he really showed up. He did his best to calm Trae Young down.
Try it.
Because Trae had some games where he was super inefficient. He had some games where, he was efficient, but it could have been a nightmare if Trae had really gotten going like he did against New York. So Drew say today, and as well, even against Brooklyn, I think he stepped up in that series as well as taking on the assignment. There was several possessions, man, where he touched the ground on KD. Yeah. He's like, listen, brother, you're not about to go around me.
Yeah.
So, well, it's going to be a tough out doing it.
Yeah, for sure. He made it tough. That's what he do. Yeah, for sure. Who you got, Cam?
I don't know if it was good defense or if he was hacking.
All
right.
Probably hacking.
I already know what's going on.
It might be hacking. But PJ Tucker has been making it hard on people this entire playoffs.
It's a little bit of both.
It's a little bit. I feel like he's a little over physical. I don't know how we can really let some of that stuff be no cost. But his job is to make it difficult, and that's exactly what he's doing.
No, for sure. That's who I got too. PJ Tucker, man, just playing alongside a superstar. He looks his best, physical. He had KD out there whining. He had to apologize to KD's mom. Just comes off as a little dirty to me, but I think he's just playing physical basketball. People don't really do that in 2021. So when you see it, it kind of looks like a person's a hack. But in turn, he's out there doing it at a high level defense. Can't ask too much more from PJ. I wonder, and now Devin Booker's giving him everything he can ask for. Everything. Mikal Bridges, they were sleeping. Firing the hole for sure. But you can't ask for too much more from PJ. They just need to figure out what the hell is Chris Middleton. Like, he'll show up one game. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it for sure. The next award is the best first-time playoff performer. What's that, Cam?
Man, I think it's a little self-explanatory, but the first-time performer that had a breakout showing this year.
Sure. Who you got?
Trae Young, man. Trae Young, from the shots to taking bows, like he did. He actually put on a performance this postseason. Man. Yeah, he did. Yeah, if Trae Young wasn't a household name before, he certainly is now. And I think at the end of the day, that's what you want to do. You want to make a mark.
Yeah, for sure. Adidas is happy.
Adidas shouldn't be happy. They got Trae in Lowe's knowing Trae has bad ankles. That was a bad decision.
That's bad. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, for sure. They did that.
They hurt Trae. They got Trae out the playoffs.
They got Trae out the playoffs.
So
Trae
still be hooping if it wasn't for them.
That is a great point. Who you got, Wash?
Same for me, man. Trae Young. Yeah, that's fairly easy. I mean, just the big shots he was taking and making. I mean, he was unbelievable. I mean, just putting on the show. I was surprised that nobody really tried to expose him on the defensive side of the ball, but that's another story. But man, there was one particular play where I knew he was in show-out mode, man, where he drove to the basket mid-play, threw it off the glass, and the kid John Collins caught it like it was a designed play. I thought, okay, this guy's having a breakout. He's showing out right now.
No, for sure. Do they bring John Collins back?
It's better.
Yeah, I think they do. I mean, you got to, because who else you gonna bring in if you lose him?
Yeah, that's true.
That's how you kind of have to look at it. They're bringing Nate back. They're gonna pay him. So yeah,
for sure. My breakout playoff performer, man, it's Devin Booker, man. Listen, 24 years old, man, averaging 30 points per game through 16 games. The face of the offense. Fun. He's first option. Face of the offense, dog.
That's the next level right there.
His scoring abilities, man. Listen, he changed the course of the game, man. I think he's one of the most prolific scorers in the entire NBA, man. So I've been saying this since the year 2017. In fact, I looked at a tweet, cameraman, and I saw Devin Booker's the best shooting guard in the NBA. I said, dang, that boy. That's a little early. But for sure. Yeah, Devin Booker.
we agree?
Sure.
I was just asking.
I mean, we can talk about it. We got time. Is Devin Booker the best two guard in the NBA?
What position does James Harden play?
James Harden plays.
I'm just asking.
He's a combo guard.
If James Harden's a two, then James Harden.
There's no way. No.
James Harden is the fourth best shooting guard of all time.
That's not true.
5 if you want to say no because AI took a team to the finals. I get it.
On me. Give me AI for sure.
All right, well, if that's the case, he fifth. All time.
On me.
Ever.
Hey, Wash.
All time?
Wash. On
Mike,
me.
Who's Kobe, Dwayne Wade, AI, James Harden.
Jerry West?
No,
Hey.
I ain't see Jerry.
No,
I'm sorry. I'm 32, dog. I ain't
guess
seen
we
Jerry.
going with what?
I got to go with I-Test.
We going with Clyde. We going with Clyde.
Puma Clyde, man.
We going with
Puma Clyde, man.
Y'all got Clyde over James Harden?
Give me
Puma Clyde.
No, Clyde Drexler.
Yeah, Clyde Drexler.
Over James Harden. Let's move on.
Clyde Drexler, man.
Give me Clyde.
Listen,
22.
22. Two of them things. Deuce.
Listen, man. Let's move on.
So wait, you didn't watch Clyde either?
You missed a little bit
I'm
of Clyde.
32 years old.
You missed a little bit of
Like,
Clyde.
Listen, when I saw Clyde was old, washed up, man. Like, let's just call it a buck.
I was-
I never
okay,
saw
okay.
Clyde shoot a jump shot either. I saw
shot. It was
I'm
ugly.
telling you, man. I ain't
2
listen,
feet.
Yeah,
But listen.
you know,
But
you
that
know
was
how I
a
feel
game
about that.
then.
No, was it?
Yeah.
So wait. When you saw Clyde, was he a Blazer or a Rocket?
Did you
Rocket.
see Clyde? Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I see why.
no,
I see
man.
why.
Yeah, we can't
Yeah,
have
no,
this
I'm
conversation.
telling y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I see.
man.
Well, you didn't see Mitch Richmond then. Hey,
I saw
Mitch
Mitch
was-
Richmond. Mitch wasn't better than James
I'm gonna be
Harden.
real. Reggie Miller better.
Than James Harden?
Yeah.
Ray Allen better than Reggie Miller, so nah. Hey, but
Hey,
so that's what I'm saying.
hey,
You just-
Harden is on down the line, man.
How
T-Mac.
how many of them people?
T-Mac.
How many of them people y'all just named got MVPs?
Different games.
Answer the
Different
question
game.
though. How many of them
Different
people y'all just named got MVPs?
Different game.
How many?
Different game.
Right now,
Zero.
How-
Zero.
All right, there we go. All right, let's-
Different game.
Let's move on.
Real quick.
Hey,
Real quick.
back though. Let's move on. Is it does he have
Tracy
MVP?
McGrady
That's cool.
or James Harden?
I'm sticking with my guns. I said James Harden. I'm saying
you
James
got
Harden.
to. Let's move on to the next award. The sixth man of the 2021 NBA playoffs. What is that, Cam?
The bench player that helped his team the most throughout the 2021 NBA playoffs.
Good one. That's a good one. What you got, Wash?
Man, hey, my hometown guy, Bobby
I knew he
Portis.
was
Crazy ass.
Let's go. Crazy eyes. Let's get it. It's a shame that this kid is only playing like 5 minutes right now.
It's true.
I think the Bucks are trying to sabotage his future earnings,
True.
but it's not going to happen. Somebody's going to pay this kid. So, but yeah, Bobby Portis for sure. He stepped up in a major way. When Giannis went down, stepped into that starting role when they needed him the most. So, yeah, man,
BP
Bobby Portis for me.
for sure, man. Hey, Rock City
Rock
City
City
legend.
Rock City legend.
Rock
man.
City legend.
Rock City legend.
Most
for
definitely.
sure.
What you got, Cam?
Already.
I got Jordan Clarkson.
JC.
Yeah, had to play some heavy minutes with you had both Mike Conley and Donovan Mitchell missing some games. So continue this streak from the regular season.
Yeah,
Sure.
he balled out.
Yeah, for sure.
Loved it.
I got campaign, man.
There we go.
Yeah, came a long way, man. Beginning of last year, he was playing in China. Just it's
He played in China?
yeah, he played in
Yeah.
China. Yeah, beginning of last year. It's kind of a reckless confidence that he plays with, taking big shots,
That's
hitting
what we
big
gonna call
shots. He stepped up when CP caught the vid, so
man.
needed him to step up. Not a fan of campaign.
That's why I like him.
Yeah, for sure. But solid play throughout the playoffs, man. He's major reason as to why the Suns will win the championship this year, and he will cash in for some lucrative money. And I don't think he'll be able to play in China anytime soon, for sure.
Yeah, I like him, man, because we have kind of seen him grow right before our eyes. Remember,
Sure.
he was a dancing partner with Russ, and he was pretty much making a clown of himself.
That was it.
If we're being honest.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So to see him go from that immaturity early on, rookie contract, to what we're seeing now
Yeah.
on the cuffs of winning a ring, I mean, that's a pretty amazing story. Mid-major kid.
Mid-major kid, Murray State, OVC. Yeah, for sure.
OVC.
Let's move right along to the next award. The 2021 coach of the 2021 NBA playoffs. Who's that, Cam?
That's a coach that coached his ass off throughout the 2021 NBA playoffs.
Most definitely, man. Who you got, Cam?
I got Nate McMillan.
Hey.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Didn't even have the title. Interim.
It's true.
It's true. Hey, man, I need that approval.
Yeah.
Get it done.
Hey, no, for sure.
Hey,
I
cash
ain't gonna
me
lie.
out.
I would say, hey, you gotta take the interim tag off me
before the playoffs start.
Nah. When we got into the conference finals, give me that title, big dog. I need to run that.
Yeah. Before I step foot on this, I won't go in the locker room no more.
Nate a better man than me.
For sure. Me too. Listen, man,
I need that title.
You're not getting on the plane when
I'm not hell no, man.
Man,
give me them 5 years, 25 that they gave him right then.
Yeah.
Nah, interim.
And if y'all don't want to give it, good luck.
What?
Man.
Yeah,
hey,
for sure.
Let
Darvin Ham run the damn team.
Best.
Some damn body. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who the assistant coach is. Who you got, Wash?
Monty Williams, man.
Monty, dog.
Yeah. It's gonna be some black excellence going on here with Nate and Monty. I'm all for that, man. So yeah, man, Monty, he's come a long way. We know his story with the family situation he had. You know, a lot with the loss of his family. Yeah, and been through a lot. It's good to see him win and be successful. Take this team to the finals for the first time in a very long time.
Very long.
So I got to go, Monty.
Yeah, for sure. He'll keep it with black coaches, man. I got Ty Lue. He might be the best coach in the league at figuring out how to make adjustments on the fly. And it's just because of those adjustments, man. And I hate Ty Lue. Absolutely.
You hate Ty Lue?
I hate Ty Lue.
Why? What's
it's just something about it. You know what I'm saying? You know,
you don't like Ty Lue?
I don't like. Yeah, no.
I ain't gonna say I hate, but
you know what I'm saying? Like if that was had a chance to pick, he wouldn't be my 10th pick.
Why do you not like him though?
It's something
light
about
skin?
I ain't got nothing to do with that. Shout out to you know what I'm saying? No. It's just something about Ty Lue. But all we got to do is look at his playoff resume. Lue is 10-3 in elimination games. 10-3 in elimination games, bro. That's tough. Those two losses came from KD and Steph. It's hard to beat those guys, dog. Yeah. So it's just like he refused to be embarrassed after that Allen Iverson step over all those years ago, man. So give me Ty Lue, man, for sure, man. 10-3.
10-3, man. Yeah.
10-3 in elimination games. Come on, man.
LeBron James.
LeBron James, for sure. That's tough. Moving on to the next award, the granddaddy of them all, the MVP of the 2021 NBA playoffs, man. Who's this, Cam?
That's the most valuable player of the 2021 NBA playoffs.
This should be unanimous. Who we got, Cam?
Christopher Emmanuel Paul.
Sure. Let's just go home.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Everybody ready to go?
For sure, man. I think it showed the most against the Denver Nuggets, man. It was a masterclass, man. It was a masterclass, dog.
It was.
Man, just poised, just a leader. 36 years old, man. You're supposed to be in the decline. That's what I'm saying. Magic Johnson at 36, bro, he was hosting a TV show on Fox, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
What way to bring Magic into this?
You know what I'm saying?
You said he was the best point guard ever. So
he
talk about it.
Yeah, we can get into it if we need to. I'll let you finish though.
Dude, Isaiah Thomas, you know where he was at? He was in Toronto, chilling, coming off a torn Achilles.
That's true,
man.
yeah.
Man, dude, CP is out here second in MVP votes, going crazy, man.
He was second in MVP votes?
He only had 2 votes, but it is.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. But he was second, though. He was second. I give him that.
He was second. He did that at 36. Superstar, man. The best point guard to ever do it. The point guard, CP3, man.
I'm going Chris Paul as well. I think the thing that's been most impressive with him, and a lot of the youngsters need to take note, because I know the game is transitioning into shooting threes and all this type of stuff. But if you're like 6 feet, 6'1", look at Chris Paul and see how he's mastered that mid-range game. It's like a layup to him.
Yeah.
Even when he misses in the mid-range, it's like it ever so slightly gently rims out of the basket.
Sure, man.
So he never has any bad misses around that area. Yeah. 5 feet or in. He's made a living off of it. So for all the youngsters listening, don't forget the mid-range, man. He can get you paid too, the same way as jacking up threes from 40 feet that you probably won't make.
Sure. Sure. Everybody ain't got that. CPP, man. He's the 2-point geezer. Anything on CP you got to go into, Cam?
Man, listen. Like you said, I need him to win one. But
Magic has won one, by the way.
Yeah, Magic got an MVP. He got a couple MVPs.
Yeah.
Right, so that's not understanding how CP3 is ahead of him.
He got 5 rings, too.
Yeah.
5 rings.
4 or 5?
5. He got 5.
Yes,
a lot of transition, man. A lot
try to short him. It's 5.
You got to play in the half court at some point.
This is the thing, though. Magic ain't got no first team all defense. It's not a second team or a third team. CP got a team.
True.
Magic
didn't need any, though.
He didn't shot a worse percentage.
So wait a minute. So wait a minute. That's a great point you bring up. So if we're gonna hold Magic to that standard of not being on the defensive team, what about Steph?
Steph is third.
Steph isn't coming close to being on a defensive team.
Yeah, but Magic, you still got Magic number 1, and he ain't coming close neither.
And he
has 5 rings.
Steph is going to have court.
And he has 3 Finals MVPs, right? 3 or 4 finals MVPs.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson.
I thought we were talking about
Irvin
Steph.
Johnson. Oh, Steph has 0.
Yeah, three finals MVPs,
Hey.
man. Again,
Number 2
can't
all
score in
time.
Can't score in the half court.
Final score.
And who's scoring half court?
Magic.
Absolutely. Hey,
Yeah,
because
throw it to him on the block, huh?
no, well, no,
Okay.
I'll tell you
Throw
what
it
it
on
is
the block,
because
I got
again, you told us you were 32, so
Yeah,
I'll
for
explain
sure.
to you how he was able to do that. Back then, you could literally back a guy down 90 feet.
Yeah.
So that's how Magic being 6'9", you know.
So he's-
I feel
so-
like that's
so
a
he's a
pause
center.
necessary there. But
So he's a center. What you tell? He's backing everybody
point
down to
center.
score.
He was a point center.
Oh, okay.
He was a point center.
Here we go.
Point center. So he's the best point center all the time, but not point guard. Case closed. There we go. Book it.
Which way you want to
5
look
of
at
them.
it?
He got
Yeah.
5 rings.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's the only thing. That's the thing. Magic, man.
Hey,
At 36.
When they go to point centers, Magic 1, Giannis 2, Ben Simmons 3. Point centers. There we go.
Dude, at 36, Magic Johnson was Oprah Winfrey.
At 36.
Come on,
Listen, man.
So wait, so real quick though. So being 32, do the math for me. What year were you born?
88.
88. Wow. So when 91 was around, you weren't there to really
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
witness
Nah, I seen post
the way
post
the
HIV
world
days.
changed with what this man did off the court.
I mean, listen. I'm talking about basketball.
Whew, I'm
It's
talking
off the
basketball
court.
too.
It's off the court. That's cool. You know, he took the check.
Hey, but it took him off the court.
He
Hey,
took,
man,
he took
nah,
the check. He took the bag.
So let's move on to the last award of the night, and then it's not an
It's
award;
off
it's
the
a prediction of Bucks versus Suns. Who you got, Cam, and why?
Suns, gentlemen sweep because they're better. Straight up.
Flat out.
They are
Yeah,
better.
it is a
They're a
better
better
team.
assembled team.
Yeah, for sure.
The Bucks do not have a Batman. The Suns have two. Who's robbing? Chris Paul or Book?
Who's robbing?
Yeah, exactly.
At 36, CP's robbing.
CP is leading the charge right now.
Sure.
Hey, man, I think CP's Batman, dog.
No, don't do
That's
that.
me.
Don't be that.
That's
Don't do
me.
that.
Hey.
No, because he's the point guard. He has the ball in his hands, of course. But I'm telling you,
Yeah,
when you need a shot,
You ever seen Justice League? Who got
I
everybody
don't watch
together?
any of that.
Oh,
I
okay.
like Ruckus.
Batman get everybody together. He
Batman
don't
get
want to lead
everybody
the
together.
team.
Batman get everybody.
Batman lead the squad.
DC.
Batman.
Cameraman.
What you got, Wash?
We're talking about who's gonna win the series, right?
Yeah.
Suns in 5.
Suns in 5 for sure.
Suns in
he's
5,
gone,
man.
yeah.
I mean, I just don't think. I mean, Giannis can't do it all. And,
Yeah.
and even with he's scoring at a high volume right now, but I don't know if he's not the kind of guy that's gonna make players better. Not because it's on him, but because his teammates are in such awe of what he's doing. They just stand around and watch.
Nah, I get that.
Also, I
I
think
used
it's
to
the
watch
way
that
he.
with Kobe.
I think it's the way he scores as well.
Exactly.
When he,
right.
the way he scores, you can't run plays for him. He doesn't
Right.
come off pin downs. You can't just throw it to him, have him make a move. So he needs the ball, and everyone has to get out of his way.
Yeah, they
so
gotta
he
go
causes
and
people to
watch.
stand and watch.
Yeah, nah, for sure. And that's where you saw the ball moving a lot more. That's
he was
why,
out.
I think the Suns in 5 as well. Bud just doesn't make enough adjustments, man.
Yeah.
Got to play BP at the 5 at least for give him 20 minutes, man.
Yeah.
They'll split him in Milwaukee. If they don't take Brook Lopez though out of this rotation fast, Suns in 4, dog.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing PJ Tucker being taken out of the rotation, but simply because he's not giving them anything on
He
offense
ain't giving them nothing. He ain't giving
and not giving them anything on defense either.
He is getting
If
cooked.
Book is gonna give you 30, and you're not gonna make your corner threes, why are you on the court?
Can somebody tell me why we had Drew Holiday as such a highly rated defender and he's
Good
not guarding Chris
question.
Paul?
Good
Well,
question.
Because he's not guarding Chris Paul.
Well, he did last night.
he did. He made it a little tough for Chris Paul though.
A
He made it
little
tough.
He went the
Well,
whole.
yeah, well,
they
you're
let
not gonna
Chris
stop
Paul
him.
walk through the first game
They
with
did.
no kind of pressure whatsoever.
Yeah, they
He
did.
got every shot he wanted down the stretch.
did,
And
yeah.
you have a first team all defensive guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you could, and Chris Middleton, wasn't he also for all defense?
Nah, hell no. Chris Middleton ain't no.
Giannis was though, right?
No. Chris Middleton was first team all defense.
No, I didn't say first team. Chris Middleton's been all defense before. No,
Oh, he has before.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
all.
for sure.
So they have
Has been before.
So
yeah.
they have 3 people who've made all defensive teams,
Sure.
and a defensive player of the year,
Yeah.
and they can't stop CP at 36.
Yeah.
Sounds
And
bad.
that's, you know why? Because they're doing pick and roll action.
Drop
and Lopez
coverage.
is getting, man,
Drop coverage.
just terrible. For sure. Hey, man. That's good basketball talk, guys.
Yeah,
for
man.
sure, man. Episode 376 is in the can. Cashmere and Kanye coming soon.
Coming soon. Be on the
Yeah.
lookout for it.
Be on the lookout for it. Most
Yes, sir.
definitely. That's gonna be dope, man. Killer, got you here.
Hey, man,
You know what I'm saying?
back again.
2K. Are you the 2K king?
Why would you ask questions you know the answer to? Of course not.
What is 2K?
You know.
That's cool.
What is it,
I like
though?
that. I like
Yeah,
that.
what is
That's
it?
how you stay out. That's how you stay out. of the
Yeah,
league,
not for
dog.
sure. What is
That's
it? Yeah, not for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Let's talk Manscaped. We have a Manscaped collaboration coming soon. I'm joking, man. But we do have hair and body wash here. We also have you know what?
Hands team. Okay.
When you see,
okay.
You see that cameraman? Hey, it wasn't a really good pass. You see,
Nah,
I had to go get that.
yeah.
Okay.
Catch right.
Yeah, to make the play.
Hey, what was that earlier?
Hey, man.
What was that earlier?
Nah, it was
Pick six. All right, I got you.
Yeah, that was a bad throw.
You didn't put your arms out there. You reached for that.
But my
Hey, did you see the catch
my
right
arms-
there? Okay. That's all.
ball wipes. These are called crop mops. This is a refreshing ball wipe with active pH control. Keeps things in control for sure. I've used these. These are great on a quick, you know what I'm saying? You coming through, you know what I'm saying? It's true.
Ha-ha?
A little ha-ha.
Oh,
you know what I'm
okay.
saying?
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, it'll get you right. You know what I'm saying?
What was it again?
Hey, it's a little ha-ha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, a little crop mop, baby.
Yes, sir.
Keep it mopping, keep it cropping. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
sir.
Speaking of crop mop, Cam.
Wait a minute.
Never mind, I'm gonna leave that alone. I was gonna go, guys. I was gonna go crazy, man. Woo! Go to manscaped.com, man. Use code FSP20 to get 20% off and free shipping, man. Your balls will definitely thank you because the crop mop said so, for sure, man. Don't forget to use that same trim on your balls as you use your face. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. Get you one. Get you one for your balls. Get you one for your face.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's gonna end up in a crazy situation.
Yeah.
man.
Grow up. You know what I'm saying? Spend a little money.
Better.
It's worth it. And you get 20% off of manscaped.com for sure. Guys, we appreciate you guys pulling up, man.
Yeah, man.
Gotta bring you
Thanks for
guys back in for sure. And tweet some questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend
Tell a friend.
Just tell a friend.
that the revolution will be podcasted. Cameraman, we are out.
Listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcast. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The revolution will be podcasted.